Hi, I am Bozgun. In this video of the G-Develop video tutorial series, create an enemy meter per second. Make sure the meter go towards the SpaceShip. Create explosion animation for meter and SpaceShip. First, we must create the object we set for the enemy. To do this, right-click on the object on the right side and give the command add an object. Please choose the sprite and OK button. Change the name of the new object meteor. Then edit it so that you can add a picture to the meteor object. Add an image from file and meteor picture choice. OK. Now we can add the event. We must create an enemy that leads to the SpaceShip. For this, go to the event editor and click add an event. I want an enemy created every second. For this, add a condition, timers and time, value of a timer, enter 1 in the time seconds parameter. Enter enemy creation in the timer's name parameter and clicking on the OK. And then in the same event an action to reset the timer. For this, add an action, timers and time, reset a timer, enter enemy creation in the timer's name parameter. Now I have to create an meteor object. For this, add an action, all objects, create an object, enter meteor in the object to create parameter. The exposition of the new object to be created. Enter random 800. This will return a random number between 0 and 800, so that the created enemy will have a different position when they are created. For the eye position, enter -50. This will create the enemy outside the screen so that the player won't have the feeling that an enemy meteor just appeared from nowhere. Now we can look at how the game looks. Enemy meteors are creating every second, but they are not going to the SpaceShip. Now, let's go back to our game to fix this problem. Now, let's create another event. Add then an action. We want the enemy meteors to move SpaceShip the player. Choose the action, all objects, movement, add a force to move toward an object. For the object parameter, enter meteor and enter SpaceShip. For the target object parameter, enter speed of 150. for the force, and OK. Now the enemy meteors are going to the spaceship. One last thing is to make sure that enemies are oriented spaceship. Add a second action, call it all object angle rotate toward position. Enter the meteor as object parameter. Then we want the meteor to return toward the position of the spaceship. So set spaceship and SpaceShip X and SpaceShip I respectively in the next two parameters. These two expressions return the X and I position of the spaceship. We can improve this action by setting SpaceShip X center and SpaceShip I center instead, so as to turn the meteors towards the center position of the spaceship. Now it's time to build the explosions. Let's first create a sprite for explosion. Edit it, add to it all image called explosion folder. When you add the image, just select them all. Set a time of 0.01 for the explosion. You can preview the explosion by clicking on the preview button. The explosion object is now ready. Close the editor and go back to Events Editor. We want enemies to explode when a bullet is hitting them. Add a new event. At the condition, choose the condition, all objects, collision, enter bullet and enter meteor in the parameter. When the condition is done, add an action, create an object explosion. Add an option, all object, create an object, explosion, exposition parameter, enter meteor X, I position, meteor I. To create the explosion at the meteor position, add another action called all object, delete an object, as parameter enter meteor, so that the meteor will be destroyed. In this way, the explosion animation remains to be seen after the destroyed. To resolve this problem, add a new event, add a condition, sprite, animation and image, animation finished, enter explosion parameter, and OK. And add an action all object delete an object enter the parameter explosion and clicking on the OK. First, add a new event and to SV for the event we set to destroy the enemies. OK. Add a new event. Add a condition all object collision object meteors and second parameter SpaceShip and OK. Then create an explosion at the SpaceShip position. Add an action all objects create an object explosion enter x position parameter SpaceShip dot x and y position SpaceShip dot I and click on the OK. Finally, add an action to destroy the SpaceShip. Add an action all objects delete an object add object parameter enter SpaceShip and clicking OK. Now let's see how our game works by clicking the preview button. Okay, everything seems to be fine.